or your arthritis pain, because these things can help you with a lifestyle change and possibly naturally heal it in the long run. These are just based on my opinions and personal experience that I've helped with my clients. So I will be chewing gum through the video for relaxation while I'm explaining it. So let's start off with the muscle cramps. So muscle cramps, most of the time they are caused from a electrolyte deficiency. An electrolyte deficiency can be caused from a numerous of things, whether it's doing a lot of activity during the day and not drinking enough water, or eating certain foods like sugar. A lot of sugary treats can deplete your electrolytes, or just over time not eating foods that have the proper nutrients in them, and just eating empty nutrient food like processed food. So you want to get on foods that have electrolytes in them, including you can take a magnesium supplement or in the powder form. Like I have this one, I think I showed it in my video before. It's called Calm, and I have like a teaspoon before bed in water, not really, really, really hot, but just warm, and it fizzes up. And then the next one is your sodium. So sodium levels can become low a lot, and calcium. I wrote down some notes here so that I don't forget. Magnesium, potassium, calcium, sodium. Those are the four. When people like go to the hospital or they get the electrolyte bag, a lot of that has those nutrients in it to keep the body replenished. Now, I'm not saying for the sodium to go and eat things that are high in sodium. You want to be getting it like from your salt. You want to make sure that you are salting your food. The Himalayan sea salt it's really, really good, but it doesn't have certain properties in it to bring up the electrolytes like the sea salt does. So I just use the sea salt. Now, there was a time when I was training a lot. I went 1 year and a half with no salt in my diet at all. I never salted my food, and if I went out to eat, like I always made sure like it was just like vegetables, very plain, no salt in anything. Like if I was getting something that had a label on it, I would make sure that there was no salt, and that was not good at all. Like I was very, very unhealthy, and I did notice like energy levels weren't the greatest, and it's also very dangerous to do that. You see the processed food that has a lot of sodium in it, and people forget that when you're reading your macros, like on a box, or if you're buying a frozen meal, like, and it says that it's healthy, like those little bowls, or a frozen pizza, you're not supposed to go by the calories. You are definitely like supposed to go by the sodium and the ingredients. That's the first thing, because one frozen pizza, like it might say like low in calories. That's just a marketing thing, and meanwhile it has like 990 grams of sodium in it, milligrams of sodium, and that's a lot. Like that will cause a lot of bloating and weight gain and fluid retention. So you just want to be using like sea salt with your foods. I talked about yesterday how I love coconut water. Now, coconut water will help with the electrolytes. It has a lot of good properties in it. It's natural sugar, so it's not the same as the artificial sugar that are in pastries or cakes. So you don't have to really worry about that, unless you everybody's different. Like, you listen to your body, and your body will let you know. Or if you do have sugar intolerance, you just take it easy, or always ask your healthcare professional before you do start drinking coconut water with higher sugar if you have that issue. Another thing is the bananas. That's why I love bananas so much, is because they do have a lot of potassium in them, and your B vitamins. So it's almost like a perfect food. You do want to be having at least 7 cups of vegetables a day. This will help with inflammation. Things that will cause inflammation in the body would be like your processed foods, a lot of sugar, and your grain products. Grains meaning like your breads, your rice, your pasta. Try to save those for cheat days. Now these are I'm going to give you 3 tips that will help possibly reverse this. If somebody has arthritis or ongoing issues, well, like cramps just can come, muscle cramps come and go, but you want to make sure that you are having a high fat diet, good fats like avocado, fatty fish like salmon, or stay away from tilapia. Tilapia is not a good fish. Like, it has a lot of it's kind of like shrimp. Like, it's the filter of the ocean, so it's not the best. Swordfish is really good, but not every day, because it does have like a higher mercury level in it, but it does have high protein. You do want to be having avocados because it has your omegas in there. You don't want to be taking any fish oils because they are rancid, and they will compress the immune system, because it's basically like an expired vitamin. I used to take them a lot and did a lot of research on this, and came to discover that it's just rancid fish oil, so you're better off to just eat the real fish. 2 more things is bromelain. Pineapple has bromelain. This is really, really good for inflammation in the body. It'll help balance everything out. And having that in the morning or a snack midday. Sometimes it can be a little bit acidic, but it balances itself out. And the last but not least, is cherry juice. Now, cherry juice is really, really good for inflammation. It's really good for uric acid. So, like any swelling that you have in the legs, or even trouble sleeping, cherry juice will help calm your nerves. It has so much good properties in it. It's also good for hair growth. It's good for your skin, but it's really, really good for inflammation, and it will really help. Cherries are also good. If you grow them in your backyard, it would be even better. But yeah, so those are the healthy foods that you should be having. And before bed, you should be having magnesium. And then there are some stretches that you can do, like if you have it in your hands and your fingers, or your arms, or even like tendonitis. These things will also help, because it's like all connected. Like, these foods are like superfoods, so they're gonna help heal all of that. Even if you are on the go during the day, bring an avocado with you. An avocado is like a perfect food. Like, if you don't have time to eat and you have an avocado, it has all the nutrients in it, more than a burger, fries, and a puff, or milkshake, or water. And just a small little avocado will have more nutrients and everything you need for the day. Instead of that, which is amazing. And you won't feel bloated or anything. Now the exercises that I'm going to show you, if you have these in your hands, the pain, you're going to like move your fingers around, just like that. And then you're going to like take each finger, and it might be pretty painful depending on the level that you're at, or if you've been having this for years. And then you want to move your fingers back and forth, nice and slow. I would say like do that about 8 times back and forth. Then after that, you're going to move your fingers around, and even when you're doing that, it's going to go all the way up, right? Because there's different nerves in the body that are connected, kind of like acupuncture. And you're going to do that for each finger. Back and forth 8 times. Just like that. And then you're going to go around like that. And back and forth. And then around. And when you go around this way, then you can go back this way. So we're going to do a couple times that way and a couple times that way. And you're going to do the same on each finger. And then you're going to rotate your hands around like this. And then you go around like this with your wrist. And then each side like this for each of the hands. And want to like help loosen up all the fascia like that. And then if you have like pain in your legs or in your upper body, you're gonna stand against the wall like this and really let the blood flow, because if you are at a office all day or you're sitting a lot, sometimes that can cut off like most of the blood flow in the body, and the oxygen as well is not getting to the muscles. So you really have to loosen up. I remember like a couple years ago, I always used to see these Chinese people in our parking lot, and they're very like keen on exercise as they age. They used to walk and swing their arms back like this, like in the parking lot. They would just go back and forth and walk. I think they would do this about 10 times, and then they would go forward 10 times. And I used to watch them every night. They would do it before the sunset. And they would go even bigger, and they would go faster. And you can really feel it in your arms after. And you loosen up and get the blood flowing. Now you can stand against the wall, and you're gonna kind of like lunge forward, like bringing one leg forward towards the wall and keeping the other leg back. And you're gonna hold that for like 30 seconds, and then you're gonna switch legs. And then after that, let's see what else. You're gonna hold on to the chair. You're gonna get like a kitchen chair. You're gonna hold on to it, and you're gonna bring one leg behind you like a stretch, and you're gonna hold that for 30 seconds. And then you're gonna switch legs. So you're gonna grab your leg behind, like your ankle, and you hold on to the chair, and then do that for 30 seconds. And then next one is you're gonna put your heel on a stool. You're gonna be standing, and then you're gonna put your foot on a stool and just like stretch it out, your leg. And again, you're gonna hold that for like 30 seconds. And each of these exercises you want to do a couple rounds, like maybe 2 sets of 30 seconds or 3 sets of 30 seconds. And another one is you can put your hands on the wall and then have your legs spread apart, and then you just want to like hold that on the wall. Another one you can do is just swinging your leg, so having your hands on the wall and like swinging your leg back and forth, and really gentle depending on your fitness level, and then the other leg nice and slow. Now and don't forget to drink lots of water throughout the day. Like if you feel like having something like a snack, like a piece of cake or a cookie or something that won't be as healthy, replace it with water, because sometimes that will fulfill you. And water is very, very important for helping lubricate the joints as well. And if you do all of these things, you should notice a difference in 30 days to 60 days. And make sure you're taking your collagen. I always say collagen is like the most important vitamin that I take anyways, and I like to tell people to take it because it's so important. You should notice a big difference, because it's better to do things natural than just taking something that's prescribed, because that's like putting like if there's like cat pee on the floor, it's like putting paper over it or putting an air freshener instead of cleaning the problem, getting to the root of the problem, right? So you want to make sure that I'm getting to the root of the problem with things and then changing things. Now, this is not for everybody. Sometimes it's out of the control, or things just come and it doesn't work for everybody. But you can try and just stay focused and stay vigilant. And I hope this video helped you. And if it did, give it a like and a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see more videos like behind the scenes, or any special requests, you can go to my Patreon. Behind the scenes would be like how I get prepared for my videos, how I fix the lighting, or getting set up, my ideas. If you guys have any ideas or special requests, let me know down below. I will be reposting the vacuuming video. I had a couple requests for it. I put it up, and then some people said it was like too loud, so I took it down. But everybody has their ASMR triggers, so I'm gonna be putting it back up because some people liked it. And yes, I hope that you understand. Vacuuming can be ASMR. You know what I just realized yesterday actually is that bouncing a basketball is actually my ASMR. It's a new ASMR for me. So if you guys like that, let me know. Not like really close up with a basketball. I just feel like a little bit far away, but there's something about it that I like. And tap dancing. But my all-time favorite ASMR is when people eat chips and flip newspapers and wrap presents. Chewing gum and doing makeup too. So yeah, you guys just let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching. So see you again. Bye for now.